Greetings, Cosmos, and welcome to Boktai 2. I know I said I was going to play something else and get my revenge on something, but I couldn't get the game to work. I'm going to need to hunt harder for the ROM. Oh. Alright, so. Date. 8 days in the future. 2024. 11:51. Region settings. Sure. Why not? I'm not going to show you where I really am. Besides, it's not an option. Do not play under strong sunlight for too long. Alright. Options. Explanations. Alright. Time to start Boktai 2. Wow. Alright, so I'm going to enter the password I got from the last time. Let's see. Capital D, capital J, capital S. D, J, S. I appreciate the lowercase ones are in red in the old password too. Lowercase s 0. At least I think that's a 0. But this 0 looks different. No, that's the same 0 once it goes up top. Lowercase pks. Pks. Alright. Next one. Exclamation mark MBLDY plus 3. MBLDY plus 3. It was all uppercase, so that's all well and good. Z, and then lowercase WM. Z! Dash, caret. Alright, and then C. Sorry, I think of, when it comes to passwords like this, I think of uppercase as normal speech and lowercase as a whispering. So C. N, pound. What else? J, colon. LN. J, colon. Alright. Bishop, huh? So these titles offer slightly altered starting stats and some items when you start. Once sun and moon retreat into darkness. Grand twilight descends on the wedge-binding city of the sun. A deep shadow is then born in its wake. The beginning of the end. It's not far now. Pass through this valley and you'll finally arrive at the city of the sun, San Miguel. Or rather the city of death that your hometown has been turned into by the undeadening curse of the Dark Immortals. As opposed to the Light Immortals? Come on, Otanko, don't pretend that there's such a thing. I thought that the undeadening would abate with the queen defeated, but I feel it with my solar sense. The undead still roam there, dark servants, stripped of life and stripped of death. And the immortal shadow that manipulates them all. Let's go, Solar Boy Django. Dispel the dark clouds that shroud the city of the sun. Alright. So. Alright, to change the solar gauge, it's still L plus, Hey, Django. San Miguel is north. Head for the top right of the screen. Yeah, I can't go that way. Oh, I'm not at full health. Huh? Is that a hint panel over there? Hint panels are guides for adventurers left by those who have gone before. They give you useful info for your adventure and tips for overcoming obstacles. To read a panel, move close to it and press the A button. It'll do you no harm to find out what it says. Lest you become lost on your chosen path. Know that north is the top right, south the bottom left, east the bottom right, and west the top left of the screen. Huh, I need to redo the solar gauge every new screen. Be aware of of danger ahead. Hold the R button and use the control pad to look around and check the surrounding area. Defeat all foes. Attack with the B button, the weapon button. Press the button to prepare your weapon, release it to attack. So, yeah. The solar gun doesn't fire a spread, it just fires shots. Resignation is the angel of death. When you are caught in a spiderweb or by some other enemy or trap, get away as fast as possible by rapidly moving the control pad. Know the power of the sun's rays. The solar gauge at the bottom center of the screen shows the amount of sunlight that is hitting the solar sensor. Blah blah blah. Yeah, and I need to reset it every new screen, which is kind of annoying. Know the limits of your existence. The life gauge at the top left shows how much of your life has been exhausted. The more damage you receive for an enemy's attack, the faster your life is used up. If it reaches 0, it's goodbye and game over. Be wise and use items early to recover your life. Which reminds me, start. Select does nothing. So yeah, I started with a small collection of items. And yes, this is the entire inventory, and you cannot stack things with themselves. And also, you see that circle next to the name of the earthly nut? It's supposed to be a fruit. That gets worn away by sunlight? Look at my attack power, 150, my defense 15. Anyway, so it behooves me to consume fruits on the regular before they go bad. I got map A. So now I can check. Oh hey, I have an oak coffin. A wooden coffin. Alright, config, sleep, map. I have a map now. Neat, huh? Okay, solar energy. So yeah, starting this game, energy is a stat that rests on Django rather than something in the gun. Be aware of what's around, prepare yourself for anything. On the menu screen, blah blah blah. Which reminds me, where's my... I don't have a weapons option right now. Use the items you gather to your advantage. Press the A button next to the treasure boxes to open them. Basic stuff. But the tutorial is totally optional. So, yeah, I'm gonna skip these because they tell how to push blocks and how to do this. Oh, hey, look! Careful, yes, there's no doubt, he's one of the immortals, a vampire. The solar gun! The solar gun! Gun del Sol! Took the solar gun? Still, it's no use to him. Only a solar child can operate the solar gun. It's useless in the hands of a vampire. Django! But how? Why would a vampire... Django? The danger's past, for now, but I can't believe it. A vampire that can use the solar gun. Maybe he is the dark cloud covering San Miguel? Django, what's done is done. You can't change the past. So it doesn't mean that the future is decided. What you do right now, that's what will determine the future. Remember the blood and soul that rests in your crimson scarf. Something like this would never have knocked your father's spirits. We'll find out exactly how true that is later on. Let's go, Django. You should find some clues in San Miguel. We must track down that vampire and retrieve the solar gun. So he surfaced then, the solar boy, Django. But he's just a kid. How could he have defeated the queen, let alone the count? Don't underestimate him. The blood of both the sun and the moon runs in his veins. Anyway, the queen, no, hell, simply return to her rightful place. Right then, I must get on while there's nothing in the way. Sleeping Beauty awaits her wake-up kiss. You're in charge of stopping the boy. Okay. What would you like me to do about the vessel? Let it do as it pleases for now, until its entire soul sinks into darkness. So something that we learned at the end of Boktai 1 is that, lowercase, is that the Immortals claim to do the will of the galaxy, but they don't actually know what it is. Behold, the city of the sun, San Miguel, but now it is truly the city of death. Huh? Is that? Amidst the darkness, I sense a faint glimmer of life. Could there be something alive in there that escaped the undeadening? So yeah, I'm unarmed, so I can just punch things. Which was not an option in the first game. In fact, this is a viable fighting style. Seek skylights and use them to your advantage. Indoors, where the sun's rays cannot reach, solar charging will not work even if the solar sensor is getting light. Under a skylight, the sun's rays can be used for solar charging. Also, undead monsters are weakened by sunlight, so they can be damaged by the rays of light coming through a skylight. Hit the walls! Foes with keen hearing will come toward areas where they hear a noise. Knock on walls to lure enemy monsters to where you want them. Blah blah blah. Oh. I don't have enough attack power to damage that thing yet. Okay. There we go. It didn't even drop an item. How cruel of it. Oh no, I'm trapped. Oh no, it's a skeleton. Defeat the skeletons! Which reminds me, what are my starting stats? Let's see, 12 vitality, 10 spirit, 12 strength, 10 agility. Oh, right. Over on the skill. That is the thing I like least about this game. You have skills in the various weapon types. Oh, good job, me. And you level up your skill by defeating enemies with those weapon types. Django, you can't defeat a skeleton without a weapon. Quick, retreat to the eastern passageway for now. Wait. Oh. Ah, the Gradius. I think it's supposed to be a Gladius. It's a type of sword I see. It's nothing compared to the solar gun, but is better than using your bare hands. It can't purify the undead without the power of the sun, but skeletons are material type monsters with physical form. So you can get rid of them for a while by destroying their bodies. It's all up to you now, Django. So yeah, to get 100% in this game, you need to get 99 in all your weapon skills. Know your weapons. You can check your weapons and change equipment on the menu screen. Your current weapon is shown at the bottom right of the action screen. So yeah, by holding select, I pause the game. There, you can see a bracket on the lower left that we can't use yet. And on the right, by pressing the R button, I can switch between my fist and this sword. And eventually other weapons as well. Alright. I'm glad that this game no longer ranks your, yeah, no longer ranks me. Woo! Brilliant, Django. EX points go up when you defeat monsters. When you reach a certain point, you'll be able to level up. By allocating the status points you get when you level up, you can enhance some of your stats. There are 4 stats you can enhance. Vitality, which affects life gauge capacity. Spirit, which affects your energy gauge capacity. Strength, which affects your attack power. And Agility, which affects your movement speed and your power to defend. You can allocate your points on the menu screen status menu. Even if you level up, your stats won't be enhanced unless you allocate points. So don't forget to do it. So, for this game, I get 3 points and 4 stats, and I can allocate points into stats one at a time. So, what I like to do is allocate 1 point to each of strength and agility, and then the lower of my spirit and vitality. Is that optimal? Probably not. Approach from behind. If an enemy spots you, it will attack without fail. But sight-oriented foes won't attack you if you don't enter their field of vision. If you approach them from behind, you can pass by them without a fight. You can also inflict serious damage on them by attacking them from behind. Oh. I want that to hurry up, and doing that causes it to hurry up. Yay, map B! Alright, so, looks like there's not that far to go. Right, I want to, set the solar gauge up. And there's a reason for this beyond just having a high rate of energy regeneration when I'm under sunlight. You see, the sunlight in this game is... the solar energy you get in this game is a currency. Protect yourself. You can reduce the damage you sustain if you equip a protector. Check the protectors you have and change equipment on the menu screen. So, weapon, protector. So yeah, each protector has durability, which is my defense, and weight, which is how much it affects my movement speed, which is why I want to have a high movement or high agility. So yeah, skeletons, new to this game, are material type monsters and not technically undead because they don't have they aren't made of dark matter. But the funny thing is, if you defeat one without elemental damage on your weapon, it will defeat the zombies. It will eventually come back. Really? No, no, no! Zombies are undead monsters. You can't defeat them without the sun's power. What were you thinking, eh? The Solar Boy losing the solar gun. Jeez! There's no point in just taking out the little peons. Eh? You crying? Crying, are you? Thinking crying's gonna help? Even if it's raining cats and dogs. Here, I'll lend you this. Now just cheer up, okay? You got the soul device. That glove's the soul device. It can add the property of enchantment to any weapon by using the sun's power. It's one amazing magic machine. But for enchantment, you're gonna need different types of moonlight magic. Huh? How come a solar machine needs moonlight magic, you ask? Even the zombie is like, it's not that I don't know, I surely do. Don't worry about all those details, just use it. Eh? Can't use magic? You really ain't cut out for all this. You sure you're the solar boy? Surely you can use easy stuff like enchantment soul, eh? Alright, I'm doing you some bloody favors. Bloody enough to please them vampires. Ready? Enchantment soul. Listen up, okay? To use magic, you gotta equip the stuff first on the main screen. Then your equip magic shows up at the bottom left of the screen, okay? I can equip up to 4 spells at a time. You can switch enchantment on and off using the L button. When you attack using a weapon with enchantment on, the attack becomes a property attack, okay? Magic lowers your energy, so watch yourself and don't forget the solar charging. Rest is up to you, okay? I'm going to the mall. Don't be long, alright? So yeah, here's enchantment off, here's enchantment on. Look at that. Hidden a weakness. You can tell because So there's moonlight magic in the soul device. Well, you'll be able to purify the undead with it. You still have much to learn before facing immortals, but we can't be picky. But goodness, that girl, and the way she talks. She said she'd be waiting at the mall. Go to Sun Avenue in the heart of the city. Carry on to the north, Django. So you ventured outside. Let me explain, Django. You'll need sunlight to restore your energy, but if you're exposed to very strong sunlight or are outside for too long, you run the risk of overheating both the soul device and yourself. If this happens, obviously you won't be able to carry on with your adventure. So if you see the overheat alert appear over the solar gauge, make sure you get into the shade and rest for a while. Got it? Oh, hey look! Bees! I don't think I need moonlight magic enchantment soul for that. Oh, no, I do! It gets me 1 extra point of damage. So yeah, enchantment attacks give you extra damage even against enemies that aren't weak to them. As long as they aren't resistant to the damage type. So yeah, I can't actually get that out of the way right now, but it's something to remember for later. Normally I'd stop playing here, but I want to at least get the city introduced. There's no New Game Plus in this game, unlike in 1, 3, and the DS game. So, first off, this place. So yeah, I'm not gonna turn on the sun thing or turn on the solar gauge for every place I visit. Want to buy a coffin? Trade in your old one first, though. So this is a coffin made of bronze. Coffins have different properties. Oh, I have 500 monies in the bank. Such a pity. I've got a coffin that'd suit you like a glove. Yeah, here's the coffins that are available. More will appear as the game moves on. So this is what's left of the old City of the Sun.
Welcome! Thank you very much! Welcome!
1% per day. Oh wow, I have 635 energy stored up.
Thank you very much!
Anyway, yeah, it's currency. You use it to buy stuff. Huh, made it, did you, Squirt? I suppose you are Solar Boy. Here, take care of the rental fee for the Soul device in the Solar Bank, okay? Yeah, about 1 million should do it. What? Got no cash? Well, that's just typical now, ain't it? Anyway, I reckon this'll help you out. You can borrow energy whenever you want. Watch out, cause you'll have to pay it back, okay? Better use it carefully. Go ask over at Dark Loans if you want to know more, alright? I got the Dark card. Ah, that way you speak, it's so familiar. If I'm not mistaken, Sunflower Girl, isn't it? And you're Master Tinko, Messenger of the Sun? It's an honor to meet you. I am the Star Reader, Zazie. Sunflower Girl is the name the mistress used in her youth. Not that I can begin to imagine the mistress at my age. She saved the world with Red Ringo, the strongest vampire hunter. I came here because of her star reading to see the end of the world for myself. The end of the world? Is that what she predicted? That's right. Once sun and moon retreat into darkness, grand twilight descends on the wedge-binding City of the Sun. A deep shadow is then born in its wake. The beginning of the end. That vampire. What on earth is going on in this place? And what could that deep shadow be? Oh yeah, you're Solar Boy, so you should be able to help me out. Violet's Gramps went off looking for something, but he ain't come back, see? Now we can't be letting a little kid like this be all upset, right? So how's about you go off and bring the old man back, okay? And who's this little girl? Amazing that she survived through all the undeadening in this place. Probably thanks to the City of the Sun's barrier. I don't know, though. Violet's Gramps is the one to ask about all that. That old man happens to be Steel Smith, you know. Smith? He's still alive? Oh yeah, that's why you've got to go and save him, alright? Steel Smith. He used to be an excellent gunsmith. People called him the Gun Master. He's the man that taught your father Ringo, the great vampire hunter, about guns. He's sure to have some idea about what's causing all these strange things here. Going by my star reading, he headed to the cathedral just northwest of here. Of course, I'd go there myself, but I'm supposed to be watching the barrier, see? The barrier that protects this here City of Sun's getting weaker, I tell you. I don't know how much I can do to help, but I'll be trying my best at any rate. Look. That's Solar Gun Lens Flame. Me found it a while ago. Hey, Django, was it? Go on and take it as a payment for saving her Gramps. With that, you'll be able to use Enchantment Flame, got it? Alright. If that lens was just lying around, does that mean he's close? But first things first, we'd better find Smith. Come on, Django. Let's head for the cathedral. Alright. So heading for the cathedral will be tomorrow. For today, I want to check out what's left of the town. Not that there's a whole lot to see here. But yeah, in Boktai 2, the game is more centrally oriented. You start from this central area and then head out in various directions to reach uh, various dungeons. This here's the library. Photo album, you get photos for doing various things. So there's 3 guns in this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 19 each of sword, spear, and hammer. All swords act the same, all hammers act the same, all spears act the same. They just have increasing amounts of attack power and various other properties. So yeah. And here's a place where we'll find enemies. I can't push that into that enemy. Can't do anything about that, can I? No, fire does nothing to that. So yeah, switching to a new enchantment automatically turns it on. There's other spells as well, but the primary ones I'll be using are enchantments. Oh! Smith, I really hope he's alright. Django, let's head for the cathedral in the northwest. It's in the warehouse, but there's no key so it won't open. Marcelo of 6th Avenue, Luis of 10th Avenue. Maybe no one's coming back now. What's in the warehouse? So yeah, Dark Loans is always open. Hey, young'un, what's a brat like you doing here? This is a city of death. Now scram if you know what's good for you. Me? I'll be fine. I'm too old to be moving now. Anyway, I've got work to do. I'm Ennio. It's my job to keep watch on the clock and make sure time's a-ticking. So yeah, you can change the time once a day here. But thanks to the patch I'm using, I'll be changing the time every time I start the game up. Since, you know, there's no other way for it to keep track of what time it is in real life and how much time has passed. So yeah, soon all of these well, may not soon, but eventually all of these buildings will be occupied. So join me next time as I head out to the cathedral and explore the City of the Sun. I'll see you then.